Selamat datang and hello to our recipe today, where we're going to learn and we're going to make Mun Yee Mee. And the biggest question is, can I find a Yee Mee substitute? Short answer and a little bit of a spoiler alert. Yes, I can. This is the Mun Yee Mee recipe, and we're going to walk through on how to make it. So follow along. So I've got the noodles that I'm going to use, boiled, and I'm going to now oil it up. If you follow my Will It Ramen series, you'll know which noodles I've used. But basically, just to give you a recap, this is Spaghettoni that I've been cooking in the ramen substitute method. And we're going to use this today to make our Mun Yee Mee noodles. So first I have to oil it up. I've tried to drain it as best as I could. There's probably still some water. If you have watched my crispy noodle recipe, I've also tried to make some adjustments on that in the sense that I'm going to cook this much lower and slower. So it's 150 or 160 degrees for a longer time in the air fryer, because I found that for Yee Mee, especially as a usable substitute, I need it a bit more evenly crisped. In the previous crispy noodle, which was fine for Hong Kong style, that was maybe a bit uneven, so I'm going to go learn from that and make this a bit more even. So I've got it all. I'm going to set in the tray. Where's my tray? I have it here. I'm going to go set in my tray. Similar to the crispy noodle recipe, you want to try and make it as level as possible. So spread it out, and I hope I can do it all in one cook, so I don't have to do 2 rounds of it. I don't know, we will see. I'm going to spread it out, maybe not, I don't know. Let's just dump the whole thing in, and then we will spread the whole thing out. So I've got all my noodles in. Yeah, I think it's fine. We're just going to do it. I will probably need to toss it, flip it halfway. So yeah, so it's going to the air fryer. I'm going 150, roughly maybe 15-20 minutes. We'll see how that turns out. Be back. So while the noodles are cooking, and I just realized I forgot to salt it. I don't know, I'm still 50-50 on salting the noodles during cooking. But yeah, and that was only because I'm worried that it will dilute the effect of the baking soda or our Can's Way substitute. But yeah, let's figure it out. Now I'm frying up mushrooms while I do the noodles. I'm gonna make the sauce and get it ready. I've got mostly vegetables, but you can use any protein, any meat you like. I've got a little secret. Oh, the star of the show is probably going to be this. If you followed the lentil silken tofu video, this is from that. So watch it if you want to know more. I am super hyped about this crispy tofu stuff. So that's going to go in at the end. But yeah, just introducing the ingredients. So I'm just going to let the mushroom cook off. I didn't oil the pan because of the leftover from the noodles. Yeah, and it's fine. So I didn't need to oil it, so that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna also fry this up, and then after this, in fact, I can also start. I can put the cabbage in. Got the ginger, we've got the cabbage, yeah, and yeah. So let's fry this down, and then let's see how the noodles are turning out once they beep. So we're halfway through it, and look at that, don't the noodles look good? Yeah, I know I mentioned this as a substitute for Yee Mee. Sorry, I was just looking away to find my stuff. But yeah, I mean, that looks like a good substitute. So I'm just going to try and flip it. Yeah, you can see the bottom side. Yeah, I mean, I maybe should have used my my frying tray to get better results, and maybe that's one of the lessons that we'll learn from it. But yeah, I mean, okay, next time. But yeah, if you remember Mun Yee Mee, it's not 100% crispy anyway, but it's okay. I mean, I'm just inventing excuses at this point. So, but in any case, we're going to air fry. I'm setting the temperature a bit higher because it took a bit too long. So I'm going to go 170 and it's going to go in for probably another 20 minutes or thereabouts. So let's do that. So back to the sauce or the gravy, I should call it. I've got this stir frying. I'm going to put salt. Yeah, because we need to salt the stuff a bit. So salt it. And then yeah, mun in Chinese normally means braised, and yeah, so this sauce could sit for a while I wait for the noodles to cook, so that's totally fine. So I'm gonna sort of slowly add in water once I'm happy with the cabbage. So I don't know if I call it lettuce just now, but it is actually cabbage. Yeah, so we'll add water and the gravy parts in a short while. So now we're going to add the water. First, I think I'm going to put in the carrots and then add the water and bring that up into a slow braise or into a fast braise. I am trying to clean out my containers, so don't mind the water. I probably need a bit more water. So I'm just going to add a bit more water on that. Yep. There we go. That should be enough gravy for us. So I'm going to I'll not flavor it now. I'll flavor it in a short while so you can see. I think I need a bit more water, but yeah, I'll just add a small amount more, and then that should be all we need for the gravy. And then we'll wait. I have to season this, so I'm gonna go quickly and season already. Just give me a second. Yes, mushroom powder. Yeah, I'm trying not to go overly ambitious. Maybe I'll add some seaweed powder in a short while. Yeah, I'll do that. So I added in some seaweed powder. God, goodness, green pea. I don't know what got into me again, and I can't open this bottle. So yeah. I'm going to put in, the homemade cooking caramel sauce. Mun Yee Mee tends to be a bit dark, but I'm sometimes a bit stingy with how much I put. So I'm just going to give it that color. Let's make it dark. And I can further flavor it. Can put our favorite stuff, Maggi sauce, of course. And that should be all you need for the flavoring. Probably going to taste this, so I'm just going to let this stew and wait for the noodles, and then we'll come back to it. By the way, I just want to show you how great this texture really is. Look at that, it's really good. And just some audio. Don't know if you can hear that, but it's totally Yee Mee texture. This works really well, and that's my evidence for you. That was interesting. I was actually, have you ever had one of those things where you thought you were talking, but you were not recording? So that was my experience just now. I've got the noodles ready, and we're going to mix it in. And this looks great. The noodles look great. It's a good substitute for Mun Yee Mee, in case I missed that audio part. But yeah, I've got these parts cooking. And hopefully the chickpea doesn't melt, because I've had, sorry, not chickpea, this is lentil tofu. I have to remember what I'm making. This is lentil, and hopefully it doesn't melt, because I've had some experience from the chickpea where it was melting. I'm curious to see how this crispy parts will hold up. But yeah, let's just go ahead and dump the noodles in. And yeah, look at that. Yeah, I was more struggling with this part, how we will do it. I was considering, and maybe I should just throw the whole thing into the pan. Yeah, maybe we'll do it that way. Let's do it the reverse and just throw everything on it. And that's Mun Yee Mee for you. Okay. Then, yeah, I just need to get the pan cleaned up later. But yeah, that's okay. And that's about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe as always, follow us. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. But yes, this is Mun Yee Mee with a perfectly usable Yee Mee substitute. I hope that works out for you, because I'm always struggling how to get that to work. So I'm happy to do that. See you in the next one. Jemput makan. Thank you.